Welcome back to Halftime. Brian Noss along with the GOAT, the undisputed, the greatest. Nah, it's Darrien Fields, everybody. Hey, man, good to see you. Welcome home.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. I'm glad I finally got to do one of these.
Yeah, man, this is a long time coming. We've talked during basketball season last year and stuff. But, you're here for this weekend, obviously, homecoming. The reigning, defending king of homecoming. It's got to feel pretty cool to be back for that.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. I mean, last year I didn't want any parts of it. I just wanted to play the game. But now that I'm just back watching the game as a spectator, it's cool to be able to walk on the field and do something like this.
Well, let's talk about the game. Let's talk about your 4 years here. I mean, every quarterback record that was on the books, you shattered it over these last 4 years. What's that mean to you to now when people think of Marietta football and they think of quarterbacks in the history of Marietta football, that Darrien Fields is right at the top of the list?
I mean, it's an accomplished feeling because I say the same thing every time I want to do something that wasn't done here before. And no one came here and did some of the things that we've done. And in my 4 years, we started off at a really, really bad time. But we kind of turned this culture around. I mean, now we got gray and blue turf. There's a lot of different things going on that wasn't here 4 years ago, and that's what I'm biggest proud of.
What changed? What do you think was the catalyst in turning Marietta college football around?
By the time I got here, the biggest thing that was already changed was the foundation. The foundation that when I got here was already set, and we had low numbers, and it wasn't a big group of guys, but we had the right guys here and a good nucleus of guys, and all we had to do was just keep believing in what we were doing and putting a good product out. And the win started to come for us.
Talk about, we're standing on the field here. We're at about the, we're about the 12-yard line, okay? And when you look at this field and you think back your 4 years, what's maybe your greatest memory of playing here for 4 years?
Greatest memory.
Or something that sticks out, that's just like, man, I'll always remember that.
I mean, there's two things. I mean, the competitor in me was right around this yard line, actually. We didn't run the right play. I'm not going to say who audibled the play, but audibled the play to something bad and ended up giving B-Dub the ball with enough time to go down and kick a field goal on senior night last year. I'm not going to say if that's anybody's fault. Might have been that quarterback, I don't know. But another one was against B-Dub my sophomore year, one of the changing points in the program. It was a 52-49 game. It was a shootout game. We won in like 30 seconds, and I ran a game-winning touchdown in this end zone. And it was just a feeling that we hadn't had in my first 2 years here. And you can tell things are starting to change, and people started to believe that we can do something. Whether the wins were on the board or not, we knew that the next year and in years following that we could do something pretty great.
Well, you certainly left your mark on this program, but you've left your mark in other ways as well. You're currently the junior high football coach back home in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Tell me a little bit about that and how you are mentoring those kids.
At Aliquippa, man, if you don't win, you're not doing anything, and the tradition is so great. I just try not to mess anything up. And with the kids that I got, you can go out there and coach them. The guy behind the camera go out there and coach them. Main guy can coach those kids. But my little brother's a quarterback just like I am, and I'm on him just as hard as Coach Estep was on me. And I just try to stay on them as hard as I can and get them to see that I've done it. There's people that have done it, and it's just because you don't go D1 and things like that, that you can go play at a place like Marietta and do some great things.
One of the biggest stories in the offseason involves your uncle, and very heartwarming story. First of all, and I've told you this on Facebook, how proud I am of you, but your uncle was very sick and needed a kidney, and take us through it from there.
Actually, my junior year, summer, I found out that he had just got put back on the donors list, and it wasn't active until the January of that following year. And to be honest, I didn't really know he was like as bad as it was. But it wasn't just me. Our whole family went to go get checked. You know what I mean? We were ready to jump, but I didn't think there was any reason why I shouldn't be the one to donate mine. I'm as healthy as I could be, and I knew it wouldn't affect me as much. And he needs it to prolong his life. And right now, looking back on it, I wish we could have done it faster. But he wouldn't let me do it because I still had my senior year to play. So as soon as the senior year was over, we went through the process and did everything we had to do to get it going.
So this is something that you had made up your mind while you were still in college here, that when you were done playing, that's what you were going to do.
As soon as I was done playing, too. As soon as I got done playing. I know as soon as I was, like, that spring semester was done in the summer, I was starting. So the spring semester ended May 2nd, May 3rd, and then Monday or Tuesday of the following week, I was in the hospital getting checked already. So I already knew that that's something I wanted to do, and I knew that if nobody was going to do it, I was going to be the one to do it.
So you're feeling good. You look great. You lost a little bit of weight. Obviously, that's to be expected. How's your uncle doing?
He's doing good, man. He's doing good. I clicked back really fast, like really, really fast. Like they let me go 14 hours after the surgery was over. Like the next day I was out of the hospital. But he had to stay like 4 or 5 days. Obviously they want to check on him more and make sure things are working the way they're supposed to. And right now he's back at home. He's not up and around as much as I am. And he still has staples in, but he's not in much pain. It hurts to walk here and there, but his body responded great. As soon as they put my kidney in, it started to flush him out immediately. So God answered our prayers with that one, and he's as healthy as he can be right now. He just has to deal with the adjustment of only having one, having an extra one.
So, Darrien, after all this, has been about 5 weeks now. How are you feeling, and any restrictions on you as a donor?
I'm feeling about 95% back to normal. I mean, I sneeze sometimes and I feel it, right. But outside of that, I feel back to normal. I feel like I can get out here and play. But Dr. Tivar says 6 weeks. And after 6 weeks, I can do whatever I want to do after that. But before that, I can't lift anything over 10 pounds. He gave me a gallon of milk. That's it. That's all I can lift.
Are you behaving?
Okay,
you don't have to answer that. I'll put you on the spot. Man, thank you so much for taking the time here. I know you're busy today because it's homecoming weekend and you're the reigning king, as we said. So thanks for taking so much time. But again, I am so proud of you. This football community is so proud of you. The college is. And thank you so much for taking the time to spend with me today, and enjoy the rest of the second half.
I want to thank all the people here like you and Coach Waldo, Coach Estep, some alumni. Just thank you for the support that you've shown me and my family, man. We really, really appreciate it.
It's the GOAT, Darrien Fields. We're back after this on 1455 Media.